Hello, my name is Kelsey Miller, and this is my contribution for lab class number 4 on the law of effect and matching law. Please bear with me because matching law, I think of behavior goes where reinforcement flows, but as far as the analysis and graphs, a little shaky, but I intend to attend office hours in the morning just so I can get a better understanding of it all. Some of my colleagues had some of the same questions as I did, but it basically came down to what's the difference between a theory and a law, or a principle and a law. I believe it was Lauren and one of my other peers who asked about the law of determinism. And then that also made me think, okay, they're asking really good questions. These are the same questions that I had, because I thought about Occam's razor and the law of parsimony. But I guess just because it has the word law in it, it doesn't contextually mean that it's an actual law, like the law of effect and the matching law. So yeah, thanks for answering those and just pointing out that like law is a quantitative description. So quantity, I'm thinking of numbers. So the matching law and EAB, I get the concept, and I understood most of the article, the one by Baum, on two types of deviation from matching law, bias and undermatching. Just a quick summary of that study in general. The matching law with the pigeons referred to the principle of a principle that described how animals distribute their behavior among alternative sources of reinforcement. Again, I think you pointed out the pigeons were operating on a concurrent schedule. I get that part, and that the matching law suggests that the rate of responding, or their ROR, toward a particular stimulus or source or variable is proportional to the rate of reinforcement obtained from that same source. So I understand that, but more specifically in the article by Baum, the 1974 article, the pigeons were often given choices between different response options, so each associated with varying rates of reinforcement, and it was observed that their behaviors were more likely to align with a ratio that matched the rates of reinforcement and the responses. So I actually have a question. Sorry, I wrote it down. It's not seeming to pop up. Okay, I had a question about that because certain I guess like terminology has the word law in it, but it doesn't necessarily match the definition of law that you gave us. So like grandma's law, would that not be able to have like a quantitative interpretation on paper? I guess the same for like, because grandma's law is essentially the Premack principle, and you said it wasn't a law. So maybe I already have the answer to that question. Never mind. But my next question is regarding the graphs. Okay, it was the graphs found in the bias and undermatching in studies of choice article. I just need help analyzing them. Like, I know that there are descriptions underneath, and I know we went over the identity lines and the lines of best fit. However, the variables and the formulas are a bit cloudy. I get, like you were saying, like, to do the math, get the responses, and then plot them, but it's not lining up for me. So I basically have questions on that, but I'll insert the graph here, and hopefully I can get a better understanding of this concept. Thank you.